always wanted to ask you this. Why inspired you to basically say, "What? Okay, I want to be a confidence activator"?
Look, I think it's because I noticed that confidence has always been something that people think you put it on and
Mm.
off when there's a need. You were talking about it earlier on issues of interviews, that you feel like when you go on an interview, this is when you need your confidence on. But I then realized that confidence is a must for everyone,
Mm.
for you to be in a space and we feel your presence, and for you to actually become you authentically without
Yes.
feeling. You need confidence. So then I decided, look, I want to be a confidence activator because I want you to look at me and become, I want you
Yeah.
to look at me becoming and be inspired to become anything and everything that you want to be, and anything and everything that God has planned you and given for you to become.
Yeah. So,
Mm,
in your journey of becoming Mrs. Polokwane, you've done
yeah.
lots of projects. Like you,
Yeah.
okay, like I can't say you've done more projects than anyone, but like that's the truth. What actually inspired you to be
Yeah.
like, okay, this is what I want to do, and you were doing it from the goodness of your heart. Like it was not
Mhm.
like, okay, I have to do this project so that I can get more points. You were just doing it from the goodness of your heart. What actually made you do that? What inspired you to be like, okay, I want to do this project and I'm doing them so that I can help the next person?
Okay, for me, it was more like I wanted to be intentional about loving your neighbor as you love yourself,
Mm.
firstly. Secondly, was issues of ministry beyond the pulpit. That
Yes.
I want to minister not just on the pulpit, but in who I am and in what I do. And secondly, to activate confidence. No, not secondly, thirdly, yeah, to
Mm.
also activate confidence. So that's why, and then I decided to become very intentional in all that I do, and also aligning everything with my personal brand, to say this is what I'm doing, this for these reasons, but also I'm building credibility for my personal brand. Yeah.
Okay. Um, like we all know that with beauty pageants, you are
Mm-hmm.
given project. Okay, you must do this project. Then afterwards, when someone has won, already
Yeah.
they disappear. So,
Yes.
but with you, you were consistent. Even now, like from your
Yeah.
reign until now, you've been consistent. Like what made you be consistent instead of be like, okay, I won, so I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah. Okay, like I say, my biggest why, I've always been consistent to my biggest why. So when I entered for
Mm.
the pageant, my why was very clear. I had a vision to say this is why I'm entering for the pageant. Though my
Mm-hmm.
goal was to win, but for me, even if I had not won, my why was very clear. And for
Mm.
example, Mrs. Pulkwane also only just required me to have one project,
Mm.
and but I had like a whole lot, because my why was bigger than the crown, and that's why even now it's still easier for me to continue doing all these things, because it wasn't just for the crown. The crown was also just a way of also, like I say, adding value to who I am, to my personal brand. But
Mm.
why I wanted to do these things was bigger than um I'm doing it for the crown, or I'm doing it for me to win. That's why it's also easier for me to continue even now doing projects, because I want to have an impact. Like I say, I want to minister beyond the pulpit. I want to inspire and influence greatness, and influence confidence, and activate confidence in people's lives, because sometimes people just need to see someone doing it, and they then
Yeah.
get activated to get up and do it themselves as well. Yeah.
Okay. Recently you've started the skipping rope business, ne? So
Yeah.
and like first, okay, like I don't go to gym. I don't. do any exercises and all that. But
Yeah.
to see, but like to see your journey, it actually inspired me. And I know there are a whole lot of people out there who got inspired. And I like the fact that you were selfless. You shared it with everyone. And like
Mm-hmm.
if it was somebody else, like she was just gonna be like, okay, I'm doing this, then I've lost weight. So my goal was to lose 10
Yeah.
kg, then I've lost weight, then it's fine. But with
Mm-hmm.
you were selfless about it. You
Yeah.
actually like you actually want um other people to experience what
Yeah.
you experienced. Basically, what actually inspired you to be like, okay, I'm starting a skipping rope business, not basically for the money, but
Yeah.
for also to share my journey with other people. What actually inspired that?
It's interesting that when I started skipping, I had no business idea, at all.
Mm.
The plan was just to replace my traveling time with things that I've always said I don't have time to do. And I
Yeah.
started skipping. And when I started seeing results, that's when I shared. Also, when I started skipping, I shared it on Facebook and on
Mm.
Instagram. And we started challenges with people on Instagram and on Facebook. So when the challenge got, serious and people just wanted to join in and stuff like that, and skipping ropes were becoming sold out everywhere. That's when
Mm.
I thought, okay, because I was looking for a skipping rope. Because remember, I had one that was counting and it stopped counting. I had one
Yeah.
that was not, and I wanted one that was counting. So the search then made me realize that look, we can make this a business. And someone was also saying, a friend was saying, look, maximize the influence and
Mm.
get these things and make it work. And initially it was just to say, let's go to Take a Lot and say, Take a Lot, let people use my code, and then I'm able to then give them this at a certain, I get a certain percentage. And I thought, look, why don't I just sell them and make the profit for myself? And that's what I decided to do. And I found them and I started selling. When I started selling, I had like 11 skipping ropes when I made the big
Mm.
announcement. And funny enough, that the following day I had to like go out and really find skipping ropes for real. And in a week, we had already sold about 100 bottles of skipping ropes. So that's just
Wow,
how
that's amazing.
impact that the challenge had, the skipping had. And also remember, people are buying results.
Mm.
I
They
put
are.
before and after picture, and when people saw that, people wanted that, people want to buy results and become a part of something that is working. So yeah, sharing helped people to become a part of what is working, and they want to try it as well for themselves.
Yeah. So
Mm.
I saw you did the Mandela Day project today. Ne?
Yeah.
Okay, for you, I know this is what you always do. You do this
Yeah.
every day, but why was it important for you to do it today?
Okay. This year recently I've been talking about issues of reading and creating a culture of reading. Actually, funny enough, I did a video as well this week on my YouTube channel about the culture of reading. And when I saw Men's Reading Paradise advertising or talking about what they'll be having for this Mandela Day, I felt there is a need for me to join in with them, because
Mm.
already I was doing a book collection with Miss Capricorn Preteen, Second Princess. We were collecting books just so for us. Already we had an idea of creating a reading culture amongst young kids. So we were already collecting books around that. When we saw them talk about theirs, we like, let's join hands. Mandela Day is also a good day um, to do, something big, and just to serve on this day. And when we saw those ones advertising theirs, we're like, no, look, let's just do it today. Because remember last year, I had like about 3 projects on that day, but I had splitted them in different days. So this year it was also easier because it's on a Saturday, so people were available. It was easier because we're not going to work, so it was for us to just come through and serve the kids and the community, young men. Also because we are passionate about creating a culture of reading and literacy and stuff like that. So so it was important that it's done today, because some people value certain things when they are done on certain days, you know. So
Yeah,
sometimes you
that's
need
true.
to play in that space, to say, for people who value certain things on a certain day, let's serve them on the day that they would value this the most.
Yeah.
They will come and say, these kids will remember that on Mandela Day 2020, there is this group of people that came and they invested this kind of knowledge in who I am. Because issues of literacy and reading give a long-term impact, unlike a
Yeah,
short impact. You might
that's
not be
true.
able to see the impact that it will have on the kids now, but eventually the kids will come and say, look, on this day in 2020, these people came and gave me a reading book, and it did wonders for me. So yeah, that's why we did it today.
Okay. Do you think people still celebrate Mandela Day as they used to before?
Mandela Day. Look, because of growth and change, it keeps changing, it keeps evolving. Some people are not, remember back then will be paintings and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
now it has gone international, you know, and because
yeah,
the day has gone international, it means the impact is still there, the impact is still great. And also this year,
mm,
because of COVID, we might have not seen a lot of actual physical pictures, but you might find out people are paying for kids' school fees, people are doing
yeah,
online projects and stuff like that. So the fact that we're not really, because remember, sometimes we think something is being done when we see. People just want to
mm,
see, and then they think, yeah, okay, we can see that you are doing. And so the fact that we don't see much this year does not mean the day has lost its power or its impact. That's why also issues of make Mandela Day an everyday
yeah.
thing. It's also, you can see it in how people are continuously doing projects every day, and they're doing this. So the impact is still there. It's great. It's just that the impact is being shared amongst the days.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It might have reduced for this exact day, the specific day, but the impact is being seen on a daily basis. So yeah, I think it's been celebrated.
Okay, okay. Unfortunately, this has to come to an end because I might have a load shedding at 8, and we still have
Right.
another person.
Oh,
So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Like any message that you want to portray to for you specifically to
yeah,
young women. Yes, for
yeah.
you specifically to young women. Any message that you want to share with young women?
Okay, the message that I'd like to share today is go out and be amazing. Speak up, take charge,
Mm,
speak up, and be heard in your own voice in everything that you do. Enter spaces, and enter spaces with merits. You know, when you enter positions of leadership with merits, or any space with merits, we take you serious. Your leadership is real. Unlike
yeah,
oh,
that's
what
true.
and I base and then we say, my friend, just come in and do something. But your impact becomes great. Your value is felt in those spaces. So go out and be amazing and bring change and bring value to the spaces that you find yourself in.
Okay, thank you very much, Mapula. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Though I'm blank,
Like, unfortunately, they
and
can't
I'm
see you.
like, I look so pretty. I look so pretty, and I'm like, I'm ready for this. And yeah, wow. But thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Okay, bye.